Hi, thanks for choosing to watch our ionic straightening video. This is our model Cheryl. She's washed her hair with some straightening products so her hair isn't as curly as normal. Remember this for the end of the video. My name's Luca, I'm the owner of Base One Hair, and I'll be taking you through the stages of this video. It has been provided to our clients who would like to know a little bit more about the service so they can see before and after images and understand how the process actually takes place. One of the first things that we'll do is insist that you come in for a consultation. This helps us provide really good results, and then we can give you a guarantee on the result that we will provide. After your hair has been cleansed at home for up to 3 weeks, we'll then give it a final wash before we begin the procedure. Your hair will repeatedly be taken into very fine sections throughout each stage of this process. That ensures really good results. When you're investing the time and money that everyone likes to for ionic straightening, you really want to make sure that you get a good job done. And we like to take our time at each stage so we can really provide that result that you're looking for. You'll see here that the hair is taken into a very fine section as we apply the first stage with a brush. After we've taken it through 3 sections of finely coated hair, we will then comb through each section. You'll notice that we've edited down the video so you of course don't have to sit through the whole 4 to 6 hours of the service. We'll show you each stage and give you a good sample of what to expect when you have your hair this service performed on your hair. Cheryl, our model, has had her hair straightened with us before, and the last time she had it done was 18 months ago, so it did last her quite a while, and a lot of the service had actually grown out. Once that first stage has been applied and processed, we then wash your hair thoroughly. All of this product needs to be removed before we can perform the next stage, which is the first ironing. Once again, we take the hair in very fine sections, usually 1 centimetre or less, and then this is ironed 3 times at a minimum at a very specific temperature for your hair type. We find that GHDs can be too hot for this part of the service, and we prefer to use an iron at which we can set a temperature that will suit your hair. Once the hair is smooth and it's been ironed all the way through, we then let it cool. As we proceed through your hair, we eventually get to the top. At this time, we want to make sure that you have chosen how you'd like your hair parted, or even if you'd like it parted at all, because that's how you'll need to be wearing it for the next 3 days. Over the 72 hours, your hair will begin to rebond into that position permanently. Once your hair has cooled in that position for a few minutes after we've finished ironing, we then begin to apply the developer. The developer is combed through. It can be done all in fine sections as well, and it can also be done in larger sections depending on your hair type and the result that we're looking to achieve for you. We prefer to use either open butterfly clips if necessary, or when we have other staff members available, to make the job move a little bit more quickly, we will hold the hair up for each other and assist each other at this time. It helps things move along a little bit more quickly for you, and it doesn't put any crimps in your hair. The final stage is applied, and when your hair is completely covered in the product, then we let your hair process. The processing time is usually about 15 minutes here. However, it may be a little bit longer if necessary. You'll notice that there is fairly solid distribution throughout the hair, and then the final combing at this stage ensures that it is evenly spread throughout each hair. After the processing is complete, we wash your hair a second time, and we ensure that all the products have been completely removed from your hair. This does take a little bit of time, as each section of hair needs to be washed for 2 to 3 minutes. Now this is where we really start to see the amazing results. With just a blow dryer and only our fingers, you can really see what the transformation is. If we were to do this with Cheryl's hair earlier, she would have ended up with a ball of frizz. We have not used any products, we have not used any brushes, we have not used any irons, just our fingers and a blow dryer. When Cheryl would formally style her hair at home and try to iron it straight, it would take up to an hour. If she was having it done in salon, it would take about 40-45 minutes. When she gets home, she'll just wash it and blast it dry. You only need to use your fingers to separate the hair so warm air can penetrate between more easily and reduce the drying time to about 10 minutes. At this stage you can really start to see how nice and straight and shiny her hair is. Now if you'd like to book for a consultation so you can see these kinds of results in your hair, please do so. It's a complimentary consultation, and if you choose to get one of our packages, you can save yourself upwards of $140 on services and products when we tie them all in together for you. You'll see here we've included quite a bit of the drying so you can see how little effort is required. And one of the very final stages is just to check it all and make sure that everything is nice and smooth. You'll see here that our stylist just gently takes a comb through to ensure there are no tangles or knots, and you can really get a good idea of how easy it was to style her hair at the very end. It's a truly beautiful service that does a wonderful job, and we have many happy customers in our 8 to 9 years of performing this service, and we generally do about 50 or so of these services a year. And you can see why, because the results truly speak for themselves.